Hello everybody and welcome to the epic Marbella. Apparently the most prestigious urbanization in the whole of Marbella, designed by FENDI, where today I have keys to one of the most sensational penthouses we've ever seen, worth 12 million euros, with its own private swimming pool and much more for us to discover. Let's get straight to it. A large double height ceiling entrance. We've got tinted glass mirrors all around, all the way to the very top. We've got travertine throughout, not only the penthouse itself, but also the entrance. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be the heaviest door I have ever held or opened, and I'm very glad I have some help with me, because otherwise this door is armored. Not only do you have security all around, but also there is no way you could get through this front door. Picture windows, looking at the blue skies, bringing natural light, coming from these crystals and reflecting in the mirrors all around. This block consists of 3 properties. We've got one on my left, one on my right, and this whole segment right here belongs to the penthouse, which consists of 2 floors, its private lift, and also a garage where you have spaces for 4 cars. Now let's step inside the lift and use this little key, which is your access into the first or the second floor of the home. Here we've got the swimming pool access, and here we have the landing access. All you have to do is just turn it, and we're moving into the first floor, opening up into this modern design interiors, fully designed by FENDI. So that was one way of entering into the penthouse, but also we have this private entrance right next to the lift, surrounded with all this travertine stone, wooden staircase, and even floating steps above, which are the stairs that lead into the swimming pool area. We also have recessed-in railings with indirect lights, which I think is quite a small detail, but something that really emphasizes the high level of design in this house. Now we're back at the landing, where we have this feature wall with these 2 little diamond tier lamps on both sides surrounding it, making it really stand out. As you exit from the lift, you have this little bench. In fact, a very nice place for you to just wait for the lift. And that is just the beginning for our penthouse. We've got 4 bedrooms and over 420 square meters of interior. I would like to start this tour from my favorite space in terms of the design, which is, you could think, just a powder bathroom, but look at this wallpaper. I mean, this is special, right? Very smooth entrance. We've got one more hidden door at the very end, which is the master bedroom. So we've got your first trendy bathroom right in front of the open staircase, which leads into the upper swimming pool and the upper terrace. 4 bedrooms, which we're going to start discovering from one of the first out of 4 bedrooms. But before we step inside, I just want to point out this nice transition from the Calacata marble tiles into the oak wood, which we have in all the bedrooms. Now, first thing that welcomes you in this particular bedroom is a walk-in wardrobe with a very stylish glass design. There should be automated, yes, there is, lights that open in this dark wood wardrobes. Smells really good. So obviously that goes all around, and here we have another nicely sleekly, is that the word? Sleek design of a door that leads into the powder bathroom. We've got marble all around here as well. Quite spacious. I mean, it is your guest bedroom. Considering the size of this bedroom, this is not a bad ensuite at all. Now, the design of the actual bedroom, each one is different. This particular one, we've got this stylish textured wallpaper and the headboard behind the bed, which actually covers all the room. Now I just want to have a little peek into what's behind this door and how quiet it actually is. Can you hear it? It's just this little, what are they called? If you do know, Guys, let us know in the comments. Last time you helped us a lot with the Chinese design to find out what it is, and I really appreciate for everyone that commented on that. So now, the views from the window, very peaceful. We can see some Spanish design villas somewhere in the distance, but also a lot of nature. In fact, this area has a lot of greenery, and we have Mamsel just around the corner with some of the most crazy shows. So if you're a fan of that, you can definitely just head out for a crazy night out, which is literally just 2 minutes away. Now let's step further into your second lounge area slash TV zone, second living room. It is actually not considered as a bedroom. If we're considering this as a bedroom, then we would say this penthouse has 5 bedrooms. But as you can see, it's been created into a nice sitting area or a living room, which you could actually close behind the door. So let's follow further and across the corridor into 2 more bedrooms, which we have on this wing. Now, the door is open, so we're not gonna see it, but actually this door, if we close it, blends with the design of these vertical wooden feature wall, which goes all the way to the very end. And we also have some wardrobe spaces implemented throughout. This is actually a landing to the 2 bedrooms. Let's first start with this one. I would assume they are very different. First of all, because they have different orientations. And voila, here is the first one. A little bit smaller from the first one and a different layout where we have the walk-in wardrobe on your way into the ensuite, which also is quite different because we only have 1 sink vanity setup and we have a walk-in shower with marble all around. And a little detail that I just noticed, even your towel hangers are also made from marble and micro cement walls. Nice and organic feel. Just across this little corridor, we find ourselves in the second double bedroom of this wing, which is already the 3rd one counting. This time a brown design with indirect lights behind the headboard and these 2 large lamps hanging on the right hand side of the bed, creating that nice variation between these 2 sides. Very large windows going into all the palm trees and trees which are outside, and this time an even larger walk-in wardrobe with the same tinted glass, which takes us into this very sunny bathroom. How sunny! And this time 2 sink vanity setup with the same marble design and micro cement, and also some nice sliding doors. All the usable spaces of the home were built and designed all around this floating staircase, which we can see right behind this glass, which also leads into the lower entrance as well as into the private terrace upstairs. And I like how they created this section separated into your bedroom zones, living spaces, as well as entertainment areas upstairs. Now, as you might have noticed, we've arrived into the kitchen landing sitting areas, where first of all, I want to focus on this feature wall, which I feel like just gives this dining area a backdrop of true luxury. Monkey 47. It used to be my favorite gin. We also have some really beautiful crystal vases here, and it looks beautiful and makes this feature wall really stand out. And with this in the back, let's mention specs of the home, which you'll be able to see on the left-hand side of the screen, as well as my contact details on the right. And of course, all the information about this house will be down in the description below, so make sure to check it out. And now let's follow through alongside of this feature wall, some wine space cabinetry, which is not yet filled, so it is for you to complete and put all your favorite wines in. Check out these light fixtures above. For some reason, they remind me of the rowing machines. You know, the new design of the rowing machines, they have the circles spinning around. Dima, have you seen it? No, Dima doesn't go to the gym. He just trains with the Ronin, carrying it, the cameras. Now let's follow further into the kitchen sitting zone before we explore the official living area. In case you forget, this is FENDI Homes, guys. Designed by FENDI Homes. What a nice tray. What would you guys carry on this tray? Do let us know. Let your imagination just run wild. Now the kitchen with an island in the middle and a nice wine color of bar sitting chairs on the other side, actually quite similar to this FENDI tray. We have Gaggenau appliances, extractor inbuilt right here, this smart new induction hob right in the middle. Then behind Dima, a large, very large window in fact. And then the continuation of the island with the natural stone continues on the other side. Your fridge and your freezer. Is this FENDI handles?
Yes.
So we even have FENDI handles in your kitchen. I did notice them in the wardrobes before, but this is pretty cool. Fridge, freezer, grill, oven, and your fridge. And that completes the kitchen and brings us into the sitting area. Right opposite, with a nice and round design, you could actually like have a proper meeting here. Do you want to sit right opposite so we can have a nice conversation? Would you like to tell me something?
Not now.
Okay, let's save this conversation for later and just carry on with this round section. And now your official living zone with this L-shaped sofa, and here we are reminded pretty much on every corner, FENDI Casa, FENDI pillows, Tom Ford. I mean, if you like a little bit of style, this home ticks all the boxes. Also, I love this minimalistic candle holder. Candle holder, is that even a name? Well, if it's not, then I just gave it one. But looks very stylish in this coffee table. A very interesting design. We have these two vertical pieces beneath the actual coffee table, which are kind of lying on it. Never seen a design of a table that goes out like a domino. Now a feature wall with a TV, travertine, fireplace just below, another little sitting section. Of course, we have the terrace, which runs the length of all this floor and of all this home, which we will explore from the master bedroom, which is exactly where we are headed right now. Through this paneled in door with Olivieri handles, in fact. By the way, all the doors in this house have Olivieri handles, and all of them, of course, as just in the bedroom that we've seen, have this wallpaper design all around. Now, first thing you see when you enter into the bedroom is this makeup section with the U-shaped mirror running the length of all this space, and that is just a pass-through between the actual bedroom and the walk-in wardrobe, which is quite large with our favorite FENDI handles. And what I want to point out here is not just the LEDs which turn on automatically, but the leather inside of the walk-in wardrobe, inside of each wardrobe. Spaces for your ties, but what quality. Love seeing this high design. Now just behind the walk-in wardrobe, we have the very open and sweet bathroom, walk-in shower. Ooh, there is something interesting I'm seeing. Dima, let's just step inside. I really don't want to get splashed, but I see something very interesting. Let's experiment. We've got like steam, we've got light, RGB, and we've got this spiral. I would love to try them all, guys, but I'm actually a bit scared that suddenly I'm just gonna get water all over me. I'm gonna try to press the light. Oh, I feel like we're in Japan. Okay, so, I think this is just actually a light in case you want to take a quick shower whilst your partner is sleeping, because we do have glass doors which separate the actual bedroom. So maybe sometimes you don't want to put all the lights on and just wake everyone up. Let's try RGB. Oh, so this changes colors. So quite a cool, smart shower. So let's carry on walking. Double sink vanity setup, nice marble walls throughout with vertical textured design, and a picture window that looks into the master bedroom, and of course, my favorite, freestanding bathtub with an egg shape. This is quite large actually, and it's so smooth. Now, the master bedroom itself is of course pretty much double the size of the bedrooms we've just seen, and is even more amplified by the depth of this picture window which goes into the ensuite bathroom, and it actually makes this bedroom look even bigger. But now behind the bed we have this wine color wallpaper. We have the wooden headboard throughout the whole of the bedroom. We have indirect lights, some of these really modern oriental lamp style on one side, and then on the opposite side an even more of an exotic style of a lamp. An ottoman in the middle, some open shelvings with indirect lights, decorations, a feature wall with a recessed-in TV. So the bedroom smoothly transits into the terrace, which is a whole nother story. Not just because of the size of it, but because of the amenities that Epic has to offer. And right in front of us, if you Dima turn around, so you can see all the swimming pools which are behind me. We have outdoor swimming pools, a proper one where you can do lengths. Then you've got your splash one, where it's mostly for children. We have over 6,000 meters of landscaped gardens. That is a very big space for just 74 residences, because that's all that we have in Epic Marbella, just 74 residences. And before we mention everything that Epic has to offer, let's just look at this modern exterior, the travertine which goes at an angle with indirect lights throughout. And all that is just underlined with the La Concha mountain in the distance. Not only do we have these swimming pools, but also we have a whole indoor spa section with a 25-meter swimming pool and facilities such as hammam, saunas, treatment rooms, steam rooms. We also have a full fitness center with panoramic views, indoor basketball court, CrossFit center, yoga and Pilates studios, and even a golf simulator. But that's not yet over, because we also have tennis courts, gastro bar, kids club, co-working space, not to mention multiple lounge areas throughout the 6,000 meters gardens that surround Epic Marbella. So do tell me if you know a better development or a better urbanization with such facilities of this high level in Marbella. Now the terrace consists of 3 different parts. First one belongs to the master bedroom, second into the living area, and the third final outdoor dining area with my favorite ceramic lamps right above. Look at this design. Such a unique piece. We've got 2 of them right above this outdoor dining area, which is conveniently placed very close to the kitchen. Travertine as a backdrop and some green plants to give us privacy. And finally, we're going to use the staircase to reach into the last floor. A staircase which is surrounded by marble, travertine, gold art pieces, and an open flow design surrounded by all this glass. Just a few steps up, and here we have first of all the lift, which you can also use to reach with this little key which we used in the beginning, and you also have your laundry area as well as another modern art piece on the landing. textured wallpaper that leads into this, I could even say a living room really. Surrounded by all these glass windows, so you could open all of this up and have a really nice flow of air. I feel like this is a really romantic space, especially in the evening. Look at this, you have so much space all around. And the air flowing between these two. Actually now it's not really a pleasant airflow because I think it's like 39 degrees. But so I do prefer it with the doors closed. But when it's the evening and it's like 25 degrees and you open all the doors, it definitely is a nice place to be, because of course it's the most panoramic, and from here we have insane sea views as well as insane mountain views. Let's step outside. Dima, do you by any chance have my glasses? So I will not be blinded by the light, which is now actually setting down somewhere in the distance behind the mountains. It feels like I'm in a hairdryer, to be honest. It is end of August and it is the hottest period I've experienced in the whole of the summer. Now let's explore this terrace. Let's first step into the actual swimming pool, which I've been talking about so much, so now I can actually get to show it to you guys. Elevated with a lookout into the whole of epic Marbella, but also your La Concha mountain and the sea right there. It feels so close. What an elevated zone. I feel like this home is perfect for someone who doesn't want to have a hassle of maintaining a villa, but at the same time wants to have the very highest shelf of luxury living. But at the same time, all the facilities that you normally have in the villa are public in this development. But when you leave the home and go to your country, you just lock up the door and you're absolutely safe without having to worry about even any alarm systems. So if this is you, you can contact me regarding this home for any other information. If you do watch our channel, you know that normally we just tour villas, but this is something different and I'm just super happy we decided and we went for it. Here on my right, you have some sunbeds and also an outdoor shower at the very end. But if you would continue further into the terrace, we have this outdoor living room really. And I love they position it this way because we're looking straight into the sea. So this way is south. Sitting on this sofa, you will have sun all day from the sunrise until the sunset. Now let's continue further where we have the outdoor dining area. Second one counting, this one is designed for your barbecue nights because right in this corner we have the beef eater barbecue, an olive tree and also an island in the middle. What a panoramic view. I can even see the boats in the distance and it really feels like a place where I would want to spend my evening. I personally am a lover of evening sun, and for me, having a home with sunset would be the first and most important criteria. And here we come to the end of Skyvilla 6. Today was a special episode for me because it's an unusual home for us to explore. Let us know down in the comments below what you thought about this penthouse, and we'll be seeing you in the upcoming episodes. And for now, enjoy your day and bye guys.